Hello again! Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I would like to share my experience of using this Day 3 Sling Max that I've been using for a couple of weeks. I borrowed this from a friend to test it out and see if the large capacity is actually good enough for my daily tech EDC items, most especially my 11-inch iPad Air. Because of its volume of 6 liters, it's not just a simple pocket replacement to carry your phone, wallet, and keys. It's a good possible replacement for a bulky backpack. Only if you intend to use it for your work from office or work from anywhere essentials, like a small tablet, some tech EDC accessories, your water bottle, and your umbrella. I was always curious about Aer as it seems to be one of the most popular bag brands online. This company is based in San Francisco and it started in 2014 as a crowdfunding project and is now known as a travel and EDC bag brand that carries simplicity, utility, and durability as part of its DNA. When I looked at Aer's site, they positioned the Sling as an everyday bag for travel, which kinda also makes sense as the extra space gives you more room to carry small random souvenirs that you buy when you're out exploring. And the pockets are accessible enough that it's easy to take things in and out of the bag without actually opening the entire sling. But because of the curved design, I found it challenging to maximize the 6-liter capacity of the Sling. And I'll show you later how I packed it out. For the dimensions, length is 12 inches, width is 9 inches, and depth is 3.5 inches. For the volume, it's 6 liters. For comparison purposes, here's my Bellroy 6-liter Venture Sling. The main difference is that regardless of similarity in capacity, the Aer can fit my 11-inch iPad, while the 6-liter can only carry an iPad mini or Kindle. Link in the description for a full review of my 6-liter Bellroy Venture Sling. As for the weight, it's 0.9 pounds. Let's talk about the materials. It's made with VX42 X-Pac sailcloth exterior by Dimension Polyant. X-Pac is the material used in sailcloth and has very good water resistance as you can imagine, but it doesn't have the same abrasion resistance as Cordura ballistic nylon. Good thing that this Aer Sling has 2 versions in both materials, with the X-Pac being a bit more pricey at 7,600 pesos and the Cordura at 6,100 pesos. The YKK AquaGuard zippers on the front quick access pocket and main compartment protect your gear from bad weather, but because they're AquaGuard, it's a bit tougher to open and close. This can be a good thing if theft is your concern. My friend who owns this bag has used this on trips to the States and to Japan, and you can see that the PU coating is starting to deteriorate. Does this happen to your bags with AquaGuard zippers? I'm curious to know because I have Bellroy and Alpaca bags with the same kind of YKK zippers. I love the look, but I hope the quality lasts longer. If you found this video to be useful so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe as it allows us to make more reviews like this one. Now let's continue with the video. The zippers for the quick access pocket and the main compartment have these branded zipper pulls, which are quite long and also a bit noisy, but I'm not bothered by that. There's also this minimal tag that has Aer's logo, making branding discreet and subtle. This zipper garage gives the front quick access pocket extra protection just in case it rains. The zipper for the quick access pocket behind the bag uses this Hypalon material, and it's not the same as the branded zipper pulls. On both sides of the bag, there are these zipper pulls that you can hold onto while opening and closing the bag, and can also double as additional attachment points. There's a loop on the upper left-hand side of the sling that makes it possible to hang the sling, but I found it a bit challenging since the hole is a bit small. But it can be used as a convenient way to quickly pull the bag up coming from a flat position. I really like the thick and beefy grab handle implementation that's perfect for the capacity of this bag, because it can get heavy, most especially if your iPad is inside the sling. The strap is made with the seatbelt material that you'd typically find on most slings, but I would have wanted it to have padding, so it aids in comfort when the bag is maxed out. For the carrying experience, this is what it looks like when I'm carrying it cross-body style. I'm 5'8" for your reference. Because of the weight, the bag is positioned a bit lower in front of me, or when it's on my back, because it feels heavier when it's higher. With its current configuration, I can easily get quick access items like my phone, wallet, AirPods, or passport without having to open the entire bag. Shoulder strap is adjustable and uses a Fidlock magnetic fastener. The owner of the bag also mentioned that this Fidlock has the tendency of detaching easily. Same comment I got from the Pack Hacker review. For me, it hasn't happened yet, but I guess I just need to be extra careful if I do decide to buy this in the future. My Tenba camera bag also uses Fidlock and I haven't found any issues with it. Link in the description for the full review of my Tenba DNA9 messenger camera bag. Let's open up the front quick access pocket, and here I place my alcohol spray. Here, you can see the high visibility orange ripstop liner that's Blue Sign approved. Blue Sign certification means that material is safe for the environment, workers, and customers. So you know Aer is all about sustainability when it comes to their manufacturing. Then I attach my house keys by using the key leash. Behind the sling, you can have access to a secure back pocket which I normally use for my phone and my passport. This compartment keeps them safe from pickpockets because the pocket is facing your chest or your back depending on how you're wearing the sling. And here, you can see that it's using the same kind of high visibility ripstop material. Ripstop, as the name suggests, doesn't tear easily. Let's open up the main compartment. The placement and different sizes of pockets allow for smart organization for everyday essentials. There are 2 mesh pockets in front. Then, 2 mesh pockets in front of the tablet sleeve. A big space in between for bulkier items. A large zippered pocket in front of the tech compartment. Then the tablet sleeve can fit up to 11-inch devices just like my iPad Air. This is how I pack the sling. I start with my 11-inch iPad Air, making it easier for the sling to stand while I'm adding more EDC essentials. Let's add a bulky item that can take advantage of the 6-liter capacity like this umbrella. My AirPods are placed in one of the mesh pockets. I then place this minimalist wallet that I bought from Malaysia. There goes my Anker power bank inside the mesh pocket in front of the tablet sleeve, and my Western Digital hard drive that I primarily use for design projects goes inside the mesh pocket beside it. Because there's still a bit of space in the pocket where I'm keeping my AirPods, I can add my charging cables. And my USB-C dock from Ugreen goes inside the pocket where I keep my power bank. The space in front of the tablet sleeve is large enough for this Bluetooth keyboard from Logitech. Remember the zippered pocket in front of the tablet sleeve? That can be an alternative place for items that need to be a bit more secure, and is a good spot for your passport or similarly flat items. And lastly, there's also a pen holder for your stylus, pencils, or pens. With all the stuff that's inside the bag, can this 12-ounce Clean Canteen water bottle still fit? We can try. What if we remove the keyboard? It's still hard to close the zippers. Is it because of the shape of the sling? Or maybe it's the EDC accessories placed in each mesh pocket. Kinda frustrating if the brand is marketing this as their max sling. For me, this is the maximum capacity of what I'd carry in this sling. And if I really wanted to bring a water bottle with the rest of the stuff inside, maybe I can survive without an umbrella. Especially if the destination is a mall or somewhere indoor anyway. Can the sling stand? The bag can stand easily when it's full, but you can't expect it to fall when it's empty or if there's nothing bulky inside. Pros of this bag are the choice of materials, the ability to place an 11-inch iPad Air, and the thoughtful design and location of pockets. But one downside is that for a 6-liter bag, it is definitely possible to carry both your umbrella and your water bottle at the same time, but I would have to sacrifice not being able to bring other essential tech accessories. And for that use case, I'd probably choose my 7-liter Tomtoc sling more. And maybe it's just the 1-liter difference that makes the sling more usable for me. It's also at least $70 cheaper, and it definitely doesn't use the same quality materials. Link in the description for the full review of my 7-liter Tomtoc sling, what I frequently use for my iPad. Will I buy this for myself in the future? Maybe I'd go for something smaller, like the City Sling 2 or the Day Sling 3. Since I'm happy with the capacity of the Tomtoc 7-liter sling, and it serves the purpose of being able to bring my iPad plus other EDC essentials, but I still want to be able to rotate my minimalist daily carry slings, That's why I would want to own a 2.5 liter or a 3 liter sling from Aer. Since I don't need to carry my iPad all the time if it's not a work day, and the smaller sling can definitely be used as a pocket replacement, most especially for one bag travel. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching until the end, and see you again on the next one. Bye-bye!